Welcome, everybody, to Generation Viewpoint, yet another week, and I thank you for joining us. And I am sitting here, and I am Freedom. And to my left or right is both Evan. Say hello, Evan.
That's you.
No, I'm pointing to
you.
you.
Hi.
Jeepers. And we have a guest with us, our second-time guest.
Yeah.
Right?
No, second.
What?
Joe was first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Sorry, man. You're still important to us, though. But Jamie Stenzi is joining us once again. Thanks for joining us, Jamie.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So we're excited to have you here today, and we're excited to talk about something like really, really cool. Does that sound appropriate for 43? Am I 43? Yeah, 43-year-old guy to say really, really cool.
Should be saying groovy.
I should be saying groovy.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Excellent. So before we get in, I have one question to start with. Evan, have you ever worn a noodle face guard?
I have.
Okay, enough said. Let's go on to the next topic then and let everybody just digest that moment, not knowing what that's about, but that Evan has worn a noodle face guard.
Well, first of all,
Well, no.
not many
we
people.
don't, we don't need
not
an
many
explanation.
people are gonna know what a noodle face guard is
Oh, well, okay.
because I didn't know what it was until I wore it.
All right. All we need to know is that you wore a noodle face guard.
I did wear one.
And I think you might have worn broom and dustpan slippers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did you wear them at the same time?
I did not.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, for all of our viewers and listeners, we're going to come back to that in a few moments and give you a little bit more explanation on what that's all about. But so I had this thought, guys, and tell me what you think about this, okay? So we had a baby at the house the other day that was there for the afternoon, and she was getting kind of tired and grouchy, so she cried, right? And the idea that I thought of when that happened was, as we grow up and we become adults, right? When we get crabby and we're tired, we don't cry. In fact, we try to pretend like we're not tired and crabby, and we just get crabby and are mean to people, right? Because we're just tired,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So wouldn't it be nicer if adults, when we got tired, we just cried instead of being crabby and mean?
That's
What do you-
called college.
what do you mean? They're just crabby and mean all the time,
No,
or crying?
college kids cry because they're so tired.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, wouldn't that help though?
Probably. Yeah.
Like, if you came home one day, right, and you're married, and you came home, and your wife had just one of those days. You know, we all have one of those days, and instead of being like a little crabby, which I can't even imagine your wife being crabby, but let's say that she was crabby. Instead of doing that, and you not knowing why, she just started crying instead.
Your wife doesn't do that already?
We're not talking about my wife. I have been instructed specifically never to mention my wife. So Evan did that too. We were at the house one day, and Evan says, she said, I got to go listen to such and such episode. And Evan says, oh, Dad, you're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I did.
And so now, last night, in fact, I mentioned in his mother, I'm going to get in trouble right now. But she's like, what did you say about me? I said, I didn't say anything about you. Evan was just saying things. So.
Well, she never told me that I couldn't mention my mother. So,
Yeah. Oh, so now it's all on you then.
so if I can talk about her all I want.
So can I. She never told
Yeah,
me I
that's
could
right.
talk about it.
I love it.
You
That's-
can though.
I can't do it. That's right. So I'm just going to sit here and not mannequin man as you guys talk about it. So fantastic. Well, I want to jump back. We ran a poll. We had an episode last week, and it was talking about being remembered. Whether we want to be remembered or not in failure or forgotten and things like that. So we ran a poll on our Facebook group, and the question on the poll was, would you rather be remembered for a failure or not remembered at all? And I wanted to go back to that, one, because I thought it was important what the poll numbers came out to, and two, because it leads into something that I want to talk about, and that's why we have you here, Jamie. So the poll numbers came back that 28 out of 36 people would rather be remembered for a failure than be forgotten.
Huh.
That's an amazingly high number based
It
on our
is.
conversation.
Yeah.
Did you think it would have been that high?
I didn't think so. But
Yeah.
then again, not many people think like me. So
Yeah. What would you think those numbers would have been?
I would have thought they would have been more 50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
And there were some comments, I'd rather different things on there. If people want to go on our Facebook group, they can see all the comments that people put on there. And, it's funny how sometimes people read further into a question than you really need to. Like it's a poll. You know what I mean? It's a loose poll. But I don't know. I guess I thought that I think I was thinking that this is what it would be. Because I remember when Evan was saying about being forgotten, I was kind of surprised because people spend so much time and effort trying to be remembered that I guess I'm in line with what these numbers came out. So, but it's fascinating, and we all do. And that kind of leads into why we wanted to have you on our episode today, Jamie. So for everybody out there, if you remember when Jamie was on our episode a while ago now, boy, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Jamie's an entrepreneur, owns an IT company, has a lot of projects that he comes up, is an innovator in different things, and he has a new product that he's launching. Let's see, today is Thursday. It's launched, right?
Yes.
It launched 3 days ago.
Launched on Monday.
Okay, launched on Monday. And it has to do with preserving who we are and being known, bigger than just a conversation that we can have face to face with somebody. That's a terrible description. I'm at a loss of words of how to describe it. So, but Jamie has invented a product called My Bottled Time, and he has a website, mybottledtime.com. And I wanted him on the show to kind of describe how this product and service works, because Mother's Day is what, 2 weeks away? A little over 2 weeks away.
Yep.
And I don't know about you guys, but Evan, let's ask Evan.
Oh, boy.
Evan, how good are you at picking Mother's Day gifts?
Not very good.
Not very good.
No.
Do you remember what the last thing you got your mother for Mother's Day was?
It was a card that I made for her.
Okay. Anything else? Just the card?
Just a card.
Okay.
And that was probably 8 years ago.
You haven't given your mother a gift in the last 8 years?
I give her a hug.
All right, we're going to have to write that down for a show note for a whole nother show when you can have a therapist on. But anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. So Bottled Time. So Jamie, I guess why don't you give us a quick run through of this product and what it does and how it works generally, so everybody can get a picture of what it looks like.
Sure. It actually started quite a few years ago. My brother's an estate planning attorney, my brother Dan. And he kept seeing high net worth clients come in and do all this preparation on how to pass on wealth, but were totally frustrated and concerned about the fact that the kids may do something crazy with the money they're passing on. So that's kind of where this whole idea stemmed from many years back, is a way to preserve the stories, the wisdom, the advice about what your life is about those experiences, about what it took you maybe to earn the money, or what your grandparents were like, and some of the wisdom that goes along with that. So we developed a web application where the average person can get on and either send this as a gift to somebody they want to know the stories about, or us as individuals can get on and sign up for our own account. So you basically get presented in kind of like an interview format. I mean, it's tax season, so think of TurboTax. It pops up and asks you a question. And we have over 250 thought-provoking questions broken up into 7 different categories, everything from parents and ancestors to all the way up through kind of philosophy of life questions and everything in between. Not all serious. There's some fun stuff. There's some serious stuff, that sort of thing. So they're prompted in an interview format to answer a question. And we don't allow it to be answered by typing it in. They have to respond either in audio or video.
Wow.
So
that's a unique twist. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it makes it a whole lot more powerful, because I don't want to sit down and read about my mom and dad.
Yeah.
I want to hear it from their own voice, their own voice inflections, or the expression on
See their
face.
face, if there's emotion involved and things like that. That is really cool. Okay.
So, they can, if they record an audio, and they can record up to 30 minutes for each question. So theoretically, you could end up with 125 hours of audio when you're all said and done. Nobody gets quite that crazy, but Then when you're done answering your questions, you have the option to add in photos, whether it's from Facebook or your computer or one of the many other accounts that we have our system linked to.
Yeah.
That would go along with your answer. So if you're talking about Uncle Bob, you throw in a picture of Uncle Bob so that your kids, when they sit down and listen to your story about Uncle Bob, have a visual to go with your audio answer.
That is really cool. Evan, what do you think about that? What do you think?
I think it's pretty neat.
Would you enjoy, like, if your grandparents or great-grandparents, I mean, let's really think here, if they went through and you could go on and when you had a question about your family or a thought, you could go on and see them and hear about their life experiences and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that just sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I really wish that there was more information on Bestifar's dad.
Okay.
Like, I would have loved to know more about him, but I never met him. And
Bestifar means grandfather in Norwegian for everybody who's wondering, Bestifar, what?
Yeah.
So you're talking about your great-grandfather.
Yes.
Your Bestifar? We're going to have to
I
get a
have
spell
no
check
clue.
on that one.
Yeah.
You're going to have to check on that one. So, but I think that's a fantastic concept. I really, really love it. So is there and this is just me asking questions here to better understand it. I know the gist of it now. Is there a certain group of people, age or whatever, that might get more out of this than another? Or do you think it's pretty much everybody's going to be able to enjoy it the same?
Yeah, we typically see, at least for this product, we have 3 other products that are in process, but this one's aimed at preserving family stories and history. So we see this targeted, usually the people who are doing it are 40 or older.
Okay.
And
that's you, Dad.
me too.
Yeah, great. Very good. Yeah.
And they're doing it for the benefit of not only their kids, but future generations as well. This will be kept in a digital format.
Yes.
Where it can be accessed for many, many years to come.
I could see people when they're thinking about, when you do get over 40, you start thinking about things longer term then, which is I never thought about it. You think about passing on money, but you're like, how do I pass on the memories of me?
Yeah.
And all that I've tried to do for my kids and their next generation. Mm-hmm. So I could see that people, once they get that time of their life, they're going to be thinking about that. Also, what about people who, I mean, this is a sad part of reality, but there are illnesses out there that sometimes we get sick. There's been times in my life where I've been sick and, I think I'm going to die, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think that's when you have those moments of, wow, I really need to do something to preserve. So I imagine that would be, a place somebody could preserve who they are and things like that as well.
Definitely, yes. And we actually have one of the other products we're working on is a time release capsule type project where for those who are terminally ill and know unfortunately that their days are short on the earth, they have the ability to record video or audio messages for their kids or whoever that get released on specific dates or events, whether it's their 18th birthday or their first child or their wedding or that sort of thing. So
it's like an open if letter.
That is a really cool thing.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Wow. Yeah. This is a great product that you guys made, and I'm excited to get in there and start, making one myself for my kids. I definitely want them to remember me. They'll remember me. I'll be more making it, I think, for my kids' kids.
Yeah.
Because you guys know who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are trying to forget me. You don't want to remember me in a bottle.
Whatever.
You guys would put me in a bottle and put me out to sea or something. So, but anyways, I'm excited about this product as soon as I heard what you were working on, and I think it's perfect time for Mother's Day coming in 2 weeks because I never know what to get. I mean, that's just
it is.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is hard.
Yeah.
So the good news is this. So the product is available. How much does the product cost? I didn't ask you that.
it's $69.95.
Okay.
And that is for an emailed link.
Okay.
If they can upgrade, if you want mom to open something physical, we have a great gift bottle that could be shipped to them with a nice message in the bottle on the scroll of what you've given them for Mother's Day.
Right.
And that's an additional cost.
Okay.
To that.
And let's say I was going to buy this and send it to my mother for Mother's Day. Is there something that they would need to have in order to use it? Just a computer with a video camera or the eye in it thing? Or
Correct. Yeah. So pretty much any standard laptop or tablet these days has a built-in front-facing camera.
Oh, that's true. An iPad or anything does. Yeah.
So the only requirement we have is Google Chrome at this point.
Okay.
Which I found out over 50% of the world's population are now using Google Chrome.
You know, that's a pretty good audience.
Yes.
That's not bad as a starting place, at least, you know. So, all right. So we know the cost. Well, the good news for everybody is that going back to that noodle face guard that we talked about, is Evan made a great video promoting this item, didn't you, Evan?
I did.
And where he gets to wear a noodle face guard. So if you don't know what that is and don't know what it looks like, you have to go on and check that out. So where are we going to put a link to that video, Evan? Right on our
We're going to put it everywhere.
Okay. So we'll put it on our people who are watching on YouTube. We'll put a link on there on a card.
Yep.
And then on our Facebook or on our regular GVPoint.com, we'll put a link in the episode as well.
Yep.
And in there, just so you guys know, if you go in there and watch the video, there will be a coupon code in there. It'll be MOM001 that if you use that code when you go to mybottletime.com and make a purchase, how much off are you going to give them?
20% off.
20. That's stinking awesome. So you'll get 20% off of the full price if you use that coupon code, and you'll get to laugh your butt off seeing Evan in a noodle face guard.
And a lot more.
Yeah, and a lot more. But that one's my favorite one, so I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But awesome. Well, Jamie, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And good luck on this great product. I'm really excited to see how it goes and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be cool, and I want to use it myself.
Yeah.
Maybe Evan should use it too.
Why would I use it?
I want to remember you, Ev.
When you go
I'm
to college.
18.
Listen, I'm going to be.
He said you have to be 40.
I'm gonna be old and senile one day, and I won't even know your name. So just record it.
It'll be like that chick flick we watched the other night, The Notebook.
No, I never saw The Notebook. Now wait, what was
Yeah,
the
you
31st
did.
dates or 51st dates?
No, you were
where they
laying on
record-
the couch when we were watching it.
That was The Notebook.
I think that's what it's called.
It can't. No. So wait a minute. I watched the movie The Notebook by accident.
Well,
That's how we watch most chick flick shows and movies.
That's true.
the girl who forgets who she is was like 51st
51st dates, and they play a video for her,
Yeah,
like
Adam
to recap.
Sandler.
That one's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That is
yeah.
a good one.
I don't know if that was technically a chick flick or not, because Adam Sandler was in it.
Yeah.
He makes it non-chick flick right there. So.
I agree.
But awesome. Well, that'll wrap up a whole nother episode here. So I thank everybody for joining us once again. Be sure to go on and check out Vin's video, because it is a trip. And Jamie's product is at mybottletime.com, but make sure you get that coupon code and save you a bunch of money as well. So, and make sure you come to our Facebook page and give us some feedback on what you think about the product, because we'd like to hear about it as well from you. So, in the meanwhile, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you soon.
See ya. Remember, we're on iTunes and Stitcher, and as always, thanks for being awesome.